Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Angela. Y'all, I hope that you all are taking a day. I hope that you all have had a fantastic week and that you all did self-care on this past week and took care of your inner spirits and soul. So this is going to be self-care part 2, but not. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about what to do now. You ministry starts at home. So you've started with yourself, you've done the self-work, and now what do? How do we spread it abroad in today's current climate? What is your personal place of activism? I'm already jumping right into discussion. I didn't even say, hey family, so let me do that right quick. Hey family, did you all have a good week? I hope that you all did. If this is your first time on this channel, check it out. Look around, look at the different topics. Read, that's I'm in book mode, y'all, as you can tell, because I'm talking about read. Watch something that ministers to you, your soul, and will help you live a happier, healthier life. I'm about applicable happiness and things that you can do to help yourself get there. Y'all, as you can see, I got new hair. Y'all look at this new hair. You see this new hair? Yeah, listen. Give y'all a little bit of that before we get into the heavy stuff. You see that? And I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. My husband is very conservative. He was a conservative man, and every time I go off on these wild hairstyle tangents, he always says, I don't know about that. And then after I get it, he'll say, oh, it looks so good. It looks good. I like that on you. So he wasn't too sure about this here hair. And Mickey Bennett did it. Y'all, I stalked Mickey on Facebook forever about doing my hair. I have been, Mickey, you do my hair. You're just mad at her. She came through and did my hair. So before she left the house, my husband goes, thank you, Mickey. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have you know, don't do that. Everything that's in your mind is at least a week out. My head is hurting. No, sir. You're doing too much. So I just want to appreciate Mickey right now. Give Mickey a shout out, y'all. And she got me this coffee mug, and I absolutely love it. It is absolutely stunning. She got me this a while back, so I want to say thank you, Mickey. And the wording on the mug says, everything works together for the good of those who love the Lord. And it's a travel mug, although I don't have the travel top on it right now because I'm enjoying my coffee. See, and I made my coffee a little too light today. Can you see that? A little too light. I'm going to have to go back and, fix that. But it's delicious because I made the pot strong. So, love it when it comes together. All right, jumping right back into discussion. What is your personal place of protest? So, I was saying when we started that ministry starts at home. So we got to do home stuff first. So now that we have taken care of ourselves, now that we have done those things to help ourselves heal and all of that good stuff, what can you do? What can you do in this space? So how do we arrive there? What's your personal place of power or your personal place of protest? Because we all feel called to protest differently. If you're feeling powerless right now because of the climate that we live in as an African American, I need you to understand that you aren't powerless. You have permission. You have power. You have the talents and ability that God has given you that you bring to the earth for such a time as this. That was an inside joke. I used to be in a play, and that was a part of the play, and those that watched that were a part of the play understand that line means for such a time as this. We're placed here in the earth for this, in this particular time period. So what are you called to do? What you have permission, you have the power, that's God-given. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with your power? Don't diminish. That was point number 1. You have the power. You have permission. You have the power to go and find and bring your personal protest, activism, influence to the world. You have that. So don't diminish. The first thing I want to tell you is don't diminish your voice, your platform, or your gift. Figure out how you're going to use it. That thought actually came from my friend Tisa Smart Washington. She posted on Facebook. She said, if you have a platform and you're not using it, and then she said the rest of her statement. But what struck out to me was what am I doing on my platform? What do I want to use my influence? And sometimes when we think platform, we think bigger than us. We're thinking large. You know, you have to have a big, but we all have an area of influence. In my area of influence, what am I doing? What am I doing to influence, to bring, what is my personal place of activism? Was the question that I ask myself. Okay, well, I have YouTube. I could do YouTube. I blog, so I can blog. And maybe what I do is join a different type of blog that gives more vision to my blog. What I especially love that during the riots, we would see people in droves go out to clean up and rebuild. Their personal place of protest is, I'm a rebuilder. I'm a healer. I want to heal physically the tears in our land. I want to heal you emotionally. I don't really want to, sweep the floor. Now, I will, and I'll do a dang good job, but I prefer to do the counseling side of things. That's what I really prefer to do. But what is it that you can bring? What is it that you want to bring? What do you feel led to bring? How do you feel led to heal our land in this time? Heal our community in this time, the African American community. Maybe you don't feel led to work with the African American community. Maybe you feel led to work with other ethnicities in breaching the divide and bringing greater understanding. How are you going to do that? All right, but don't diminish that you can do it and that there's something inside you. I had a great conversation as Mickey did my hair. We were talking about the desires of your heart. God gives you your desires. Your desires are God-given. Don't forget, we are created beings. You didn't create yourself. So the desire is a God-given thing. What do you have a desire to do? How do you have a desire to heal? Why? Get connected, number 4. Am I on 4? See, that's why I don't like to do numbers. Because when you start counting, then you got to keep up with what number you on. And I start talking and making extra points. And then I can't, brown skin guy. Like, see, I can't remember now. We just gonna move on, right? Why should you act? Why? Get next to your why. Why is it important? It's important to me because I have 2 sons. I have 2 boys and they are tall. They get height from both sides. Their mama is 5'9", their daddy is 6'1". They are going to be tall. I come from tall people. I'm not the tallest. I'm a shorty in my family. Because the women in my family grow tall. We got some 6-footers. Women in the family. So the women in my family grow tall. My husband's family is tall. We have tall people. My 9-year-old is 5 feet tall. He's standing the 5 feet end of the pool and look at you. Yes, ma'am. Like, dude, shouldn't the water be over your head? Like, how are you standing in the 5 feet? I mean, he's probably on his toes making it happen and bouncing, trying to make sure he's, but I saw him the other day in the pool, like, this boy is standing in the 5 feet on his toes. Look at him. He is really, he 9. This particular point of pain is personal to me on a bunch of levels. As a mother, as a black woman, the Breonna Taylor situation doesn't get as much light and as much shine as Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. It doesn't get as much it doesn't get as much noise. Black women die too. Black women die too, just like the men. So I feel that personally. She was in her home in her bed, messing that woman in her bed. All of those things, I feel it personally. So that's my why. Why do I move? Why do I figure out how can I give back to the world? Why do I figure this out now? Because that's my why. What's your why? All right, so now I want to talk about some different things that you can do. What can I do? So I'm saying, after you work on yourself and get yourself whole, ministry starts at home. What can you do? The first thing I want to do, I want to participate in the protest. I'm going to go hold my sign in peaceful protest. Why? Because it's important to me that my voice be heard, that my voice is heard, that I am added physically to the number. I saw that one of my friends, Janae, went out and protested this weekend. I was like, rock on, girl, rock on. She's an educator. She's in the school system, and she teaches in the inner city. Listen, protest, baby. Raise your hand in solidarity. I'm with it. What else should you do? You can get political. Who are the political people in your community that you can partner with and do some political work if you feel that? If you feel like, okay, look, I'm just not the kind. I'm not going to go out here and stand in the sun and stay out here all night, and I'm not going to do all of that. Okay, well, maybe you have some political people that you can work with. Maybe you're the kind to make flyers or do some graphic design, or maybe you could copy papers, and maybe you can make the signs. What can you do to work with your political activists or with the politicians, with your elected officials? Get political. If you feel a drive to do that, do that. What else can you do? You can give back. How can I give back? Maybe I hold a Zoom space of healing. Maybe a friend of mine sent me an invite for that the other day, and I was like, yes, I love it. Maybe you can hold a Zoom space of healing. Maybe you can hold after school program for children that mentors young children, that counsels young children and help them to deal with how this feels for them. How can you give back to your community? Maybe you do lunches. What can you do? It's something you can do. Figure out what you feel led to do. Maybe you need to learn a skill. You're saying learn a skill? What you mean learn a skill? Maybe there's a skill, the shirt that I'm wearing. Out of my feelings, in my faith. This is a black-owned business. Young black woman. I'll put the link below to her company. Young black woman. Maybe you need to make some clothing for people. Listen, I'm trying to get there. Just give me a few more minutes, honey. You're going to be able to buy these t-shirts and Amazon. I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do it. Just give me a few more. Got a few more twists and turns on this journey. I'm going to fix this. But what can you do? I have a girlfriend, AC Price. She sells spice. Abstract spice. She sells different items. You can buy black. How can I buy black? My son attends a black private school, and his principal, his headmaster, did a video on these are things that we can do. You can buy black, and you can be intentional about it. Where's the black Chick-fil-A if you gotta have Chick-fil-A? Where's the black McDonald's if you gotta have McDonald's? Where's the black Subway if you have to have Subway? Find the black pizza. We had to have pizza the other day for my son for his last day of school party. They did a virtual pizza party, and we got the pizza from Papa John. And I was like, why don't we have a black pizza place on down? You can buy black intentionally, and it takes some intention. You have to plan before the moment. Learned that last night because we was hungry, and so we went Greek, but we won't do that again. But you have to be intentional in saying, okay, maybe I don't want to do all those things, but the one thing that I can do is I can buy black, and I can be intentional. And I can start right now identifying the restaurants that are in my community, because we do most of our life within a 2 or 3 mile radius of where we live. And, unless we go to work. Then we go to work, we do things within 2 or 3 miles of the job. But think about what's within your area and what's black owned in that area, and support that way. And I was excited about it, and then I thought about Amazon. Me and you are never apart, my key, da. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea, my key, da. Keep Amazon away from me, my key, da. Like, for real, that's really how I feel about it. Because Amazon is here 2-3 days a week. What are you talking about? Everything comes from Amazon. From paper towels to air freshener to vitamins, books for the kids. And then I have learned to price shop. You can price compare. Oh, it's cheap on Amazon. Ooh, it's cheap on Amazon. Amazon. have to figure that one out. That one's gonna take some. I need somebody with some money to create a black Amazon, right? I'm asking y'all. I'm gonna need some of these, black millionaires. I need a black Amazon. Come on, we'll support it. We'll support it. But that is exactly the type of things that we have to be intentional about. We have to intentionally think about, how am I going to live life? How am I going to? What is my personal place of protest? My personal place of activism. How can I engage during this time and lend my voice, my hands, my talents, my gifts, my thoughts and ideas for the advancement of the community that I am a part of? All right, y'all, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you all are deliberate and intentional in taking the day. Be intentional about how you live your life. I wish you the best. Be blessed.